Yeah, I don't leave much voice notes on here, but when I do, I'm gonna drop some shit. So one thing that's really helped me out, because I've been studying for, some years now. And one thing that's really helped it like come together is understanding that I'm combining my, masculine, my logic, scholarship, with my, faith, my spiritual power, my feminine side, you know, and really marrying those two things together really is like, because what is gnosis, what is knowledge, it's light. It's light that there's a book called, Man of Light. I'm going to show it right here. So as you're studying and shit, you're accumulating light. It's not coming from the knowledge itself. It's coming from the understanding of it. That's what, makes those fireworks happen within you. Now, that light is supposed to hit your heart. That's why the deeper you get into it, you're going to have to start thinking with your heart. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know they got a pineal gland, organ in their heart. You get what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people that study this shit and they over intellectualize it, and that's where they go crazy. You get me? So, yeah. And this is what they would call, this light language. This will be another form. Let me help y'all visualize it. It would be something like these Hebrew fire letters, That's just one angle you could look at it that really absorbs in your heart, this fire language, this light code, whatever you want to call it. There's so many names for it. And it's been labeled as demonic and all this shit, But when you really get an understanding, you see how a lot of shit they just call demonic, shit they don't understand, they just label it evil, Oh, I don't understand it. That's wicked. You get what I'm saying? And it's just the same old story, So all this demonic shit, all this bullshit, surprise, like we're all of that shit. The jinn, fallen angels, Nephilim, whatever you want to call it, the giants, the titans, so many names. After a while, I started understanding that it's not me learning this shit, it's my soul learning this shit. And one thing I noticed with that is, the text and some stuff I would be reading would like be highlighted, it would be like bigger than other text and shit, Now someone could say I have a problem with my eyes and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know already that, and it's funny how they call it like the chakras in you and shit. And chakras, you really break that word down with etymology and shit, you get shock of Ra. And that's what it felt like when I really started feeling this entity in me, my soul, learning this shit. It felt like a giant shock. And, really understanding that all these deities and shit were nothing but principles, for the shit we were experiencing now. All this shit is for now. You know what I'm saying? So that shock of Ra could be translated to me as, igniting my soul, sparking my soul, And I understood this is a remembering process. And, not to say we're some elite group or nothing, but I know we're all now one, Some of us are different than the others, Not everybody has a chaos spark in them, a soul. So even with these mystery systems and shit, I'm glad it's not going viral. I'm glad these mysteries aren't viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad it's like exclusive, That way you really know who's really into the shit and who really wants to know about themselves. And those are real souls. You get what I'm saying? And it's only a reflection of what's in you, you know. That's what I really love about somebody, you know, just what makes them real, just their soul, you know. Their ego, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I just love what's inside of them, you know. I'm just in awe at it, because I'm in awe about my own soul, you know. They call it a mystery for a reason, you know. And this shit is amazing. It really is. You know, this is like the greatest journey, you know. So, you know, with that being all said, keep learning all the science about yourself. You get me? Ain't shit left out here anyways. And all this knowledge is out here now for a reason. You know, you're listening to this now for a reason. You know, I remember one quote, it was like, heaven's all around us, you know, but we drunk, we just can't see it. You get me? Something to think about. Alright, y'all. Later. Make sure y'all drink y'all water and shit. Yeah.